Hey, this is Little Talk with Big Nikki.
Hey, this is Little Rants with Big Nikki, y'all.
And that's Rion, everybody. If you don't recognize his voice, he does my voiceover on my intro.
That's me.
He's the best at voiceovers. So
I don't know about the best.
So I found out today.
I'm okay. I'm alright.
As I found out today, but he is joining me, coming all the way to Cleveland from Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yeah,
It's further than Las Vegas, New Mexico.
that is true. It is.
Not
But
that people know where Las Vegas, New Mexico is.
that's true. I never heard of it.
Yeah, it's
until
a
now.
thing. It's a thing. It's surprisingly a thing. Look it up on a map. It's there. I don't know where, but it's in New Mexico.
I'm gonna take his word for it.
I'm pretty sure it's a thing.
Yeah.
I might be lying, but to be continued. You'll
So-
find out.
How me and Ryan know each other. We both work at All Streams Media and Marketing. We're
Marketing.
sitting in the office of the one and only Ross LaMarca,
The famous,
the famous.
the fresh to death.
He's sitting like right behind this camera.
Right there.
Typing feverishly.
We love him.
We just invaded his face, but he's okay with it. But yeah, so Ryan has joined the team now that he's here in Cleveland, which we all told him he picked the worst time of year to move.
It's very cold.
It's very cold here.
It was 18 degrees yesterday morning. 18 degrees.
Ryan doesn't understand that that's like not even cold. That's not cold for here if you're a native Clevelander. You'll learn.
I'm scared.
You should be. You definitely should be.
I'm terrified.
But in his, moving here, getting an apartment, some things happened which triggered the topic that we are talking about today,
Yes.
called things that are
Surprisingly.
surprisingly still
Overcomplicated!
overcomplicated.
Yeah. Hopefully the audio didn't peak that, but it's okay.
If it did, it was worth it for the emphasis.
Worth it!
Yeah, so we had some conversations about what we find to be still overcomplicated, and we also took it to my Instagram followers who also had some good ideas.
Great ideas.
Shout out to everyone who responded. I appreciate you.
Shout.
But let's get into the first incident of what triggered this conversation.
So, I guess I shouldn't name the company, but I got...
Don't put the company on blast.
I won't name the company, but I got internet, right? I got my internet set up at my apartment complex, and the worker was awesome. So the installer, should I
The
say?
installer.
He was awesome. He did nothing wrong. But why is it still so overly complicated? Surprisingly overcomplicated.
Surprising.
To install internet in your apartment. Like, okay. So step number one, dude comes up with a modem, and I let know, or I let them know that I have my own modem router all-in-one thing, and they still brought one. And I was like, okay, hey, I don't need this. And the installer was cool. He brought it back down. He's like, okay, cool. I'll just put this back in the truck. Whatever. Awesome. Comes back up. Starts putting things together. Calls his place to get the internet, make sure it's coming to my apartment room. And they're like, no, he can't use his own modem router because he did this thing with the billing and he has to have our system. And I was like,
Of course.
What? So he had to go back down and get this thing. But then when he comes back up, he said, oh, I don't actually have a thing that has the voice a part of it. So then it was just 2 hours. This took 2 hours of him.
2 hours later.
2 hours later. I'm just going back and forth of him calling, he called his supervisor. He called one of his coworkers. He called the lead in the area. He called the corporate office. This dude went above and beyond. So good on
Claps
him.
for you, installer.
Claps for him. His name was Quinn.
Shout out to you, Quinn.
He was dope. I love him. But this internet company, man, man.
Not a good start.
Not a good start. And so I was gonna call customer service and blast them because it's just like, this shouldn't be this complicated.
Yeah.
I told you guys on the phone that I had my own thing, and then it was this whole thing. So, but I did end up not calling customer care because the dude was so cool, and whatever, we'll just deal with it. But if my internet goes out, if I have any problems,
The gloves are off.
I'm gonna call him up.
The gloves are off. So installing internet, still overly complicated.
Shouldn't be. It shouldn't be that complicated.
Should not be, but it is. It's always something. I always say it's always something. Like something always. That's my life too.
Yeah.
Oh, not that this is overly complicated, but just my little story of a repairman type situation.
Sure.
I had to get a new washer and dryer unit because like the dryer wasn't drying clothes. Like I had to run it like multiple times. And our electric bill has been way too high for me. So got a new unit from them on Monday. And then Friday, I'm doing laundry. It's Friday evening, and I go to open the dryer, and the handle just comes off in my hand.
On the new one.
On the new one.
Oh, jeez.
So I went, "Are you kidding me?" No, not you.
I was like, wait. I know I should.
If you are just listening to this, Ryan's face looks so terrified because I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" Right as his watch went off.
I'm sorry.
No, I was saying that about the dryer, but that was really good time.
It was perfect time.
That was really good time.
Perfect
Are you kidding me?
Whack. I thought a slap was coming.
Throws watch. But yeah, so it always seems to be something. But another thing that we were talking about was data transfer.
Yes.
I specifically brought this up because I have an Android Samsung phone, and it seems like me and like a iPhone can never like easily send like pictures without them getting like, videos are the worst. I'm always texting them back like, "Can you please email this to me?" Because it just doesn't go through.
Yeah.
And it's 2019.
Right. Emails are even worse because it's like 25 megabyte.
Yeah, and then it's a Google Drive link.
And then you have to do a link.
And I'm like, my Google Drive is full.
It's 2019. You should just be able to send anything through the internet. Or at least be able to pay for the ability to do so.
Yes.
Like, why can't I send you a 5 gigabyte file through email?
The world will never know.
It's just the internet.
We don't know. It drives me crazy because I'm constantly like, "Oh, I got it, but it's really crappy quality, so can you try this?" And then it still doesn't come through. I'm like, "Can you try this?"
Yeah, crazy.
I even learned like recently that Instagram, I can't even send people photos over Instagram because they come out pixelated compared to the actual image file.
Really?
Yeah, because I've sent some pictures that I've taken of people to them and then they post it and I was like, that is not the quality that I had that saved as. And then I go back and look and it's like pixelated, so now I have to like send Dropbox links to everybody.
Wow.
Yeah.
Overly complicated.
Overly complicated.
Should be very simple.
It really should be. I should be able to send one picture over Instagram. Not that hard. Ross is great.
Fingers to forehead.
Fingers to forehead.
Head shaking.
Head
rapidly.
shaking. He understands.
Oh goodness. Another topic.
I think he's taking a video of us. I don't know what he's doing.
Oh, behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes. It's kind of nice actually to have someone there to do that. But I wanted to get into what some of these people said on my Instagram. I love this one. Shout out to Kyle Nickel. Y'all are awesome.
I met Kyle.
Yeah, you met Kyle. We had dinner together. It was like a whole thing.
Love you, Kyle.
He's the best.
He's
he said something that is still overly complicated is eating spaghetti.
Oh, yes. There should be a utensil that you can just...
I literally won't order pasta in restaurants because I am like a mess.
Yeah.
And the whole like spoon to fork twirl,
that's a skill that there should just be
that I don't have.
A utensil like a claw that just
like
does it for you.
Do you think like chopsticks are any better though? Like chopsticks to me aren't any better. It's still hard to
eat spaghetti?
To eat noodles, like Asian
noodles.
Oh. I don't know. It's still
I've never done
all over
that.
the place.
Yeah.
Because I don't think you can really twirl them too much on there. Because they're like, the sticks are like.
Yeah, I feel like it's the same issue with a fork. Whether you have a fork or you have chopsticks, it's the same issue.
Same issue.
There's a piece missing in order to successfully get nicely twirled, spaghetti into the mouth, into the goal zone,
Yeah.
the gullet, into thy gullet.
Hashtag protect thy gullet.
Boom. Ross liked that transition. Ross liked that transition.
That was a good transition.
Got him.
Knocked him out of the
Knocked
park.
it out of the park. I got transitions for days.
Ryan over here.
I just dabbed on it because
He just dabbed on it.
It was called for.
You really should be watching this.
If you're not watching
If you're not watching this.
you're lame.
Yeah, I don't know.
If you are watching this, you're not lame.
But I still appreciate you if you're listening on the podcast.
True.
Still
We appreciate
you.
it. We appreciate it.
My good friend, our good friend here at All Streams, Jay Shades.
Jay
Jay
Shades.
Shades coming through with the ever so relevant taxes. Taxes.
Taxes are overcomplicated.
Still overly complicated. Why?
I feel like they get more and more complicated as you
Get older.
go down the rabbit hole.
Oh,
As you go down the rabbit hole, it's just like more and more complicated. It's a skill set that you need to cultivate that should be in schools.
should be in school. They don't
That's-
teach
that's
us anything.
Right. That is actually probably a better conversation. Yeah, taxes are overcomplicated, but they wouldn't be in America anyways. Who knows about other countries?
Yeah,
but in
we're-
America
we're-
specifically, who knows if they would still be overcomplicated if they just taught us simple
Simple
taxes
things.
skills
Simple things.
in school.
I get so stressed out every time I get a new job and they're like, oh, you have to fill out this. I don't even know what the forms are called.
W-4.
W-2.
Four.
What was it, 2?
You get a W-2 in the mail.
See, I don't even know. Whatever the thing is I have to fill out with the lines, I'm always like, 0.
How many you claiming?
And then it's like, how much money have you made? And I'm like, I don't freaking know.
Yeah.
Like, who?
Complicated questions.
It's so hard. It's so difficult. So I just paid my parents' accountant. He's gonna hate me this year because I have so many odd jobs that I've done, and I'm just gonna be like, here, help
It's actually,
me. Thank
yeah.
you.
yeah, self-employed. The whole
Yeah,
self-employed thing.
Self-employed, freelance,
Gets
independent
crazy.
contractor. That whole
The
that's
whole
a
realm.
mess.
Because you gotta pay self-employment tax, which is a whole other thing. And then I just moved to Ohio, so I gotta pay state taxes now. What? What is that?
Wait, do they not have state taxes?
They don't got state taxes in Nevada, cause casinos.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we got casinos here. I don't know.
Well, it's not Vegas, it's not Atlantic City. We
They
got
know what I'm
casinos. Like,
Dang, I didn't realize y'all didn't have to pay. Do you have to pay city tax?
there's city tax too?
Hell yeah.
What?
Yeah, I gotta play.
Overly complicated.
I gotta play.
It should
Play. I gotta play. I can't talk today.
Pay.
I gotta pay
Mm-hmm.
federal,
Right. Well, everyone's
City.
gotta pay federal.
city.
That's an
Yeah.
American thing.
Yeah, city.
City and state.
Yeah.
Get out of here. So that should be
He
simplified.
might be moving back to Vegas.
Real quick.
Real quick.
Let me tell you what. The government gonna take more of my money.
Between the money and the snow, you might be.
I mean, I love the snow. Don't get me wrong. I may have walked in 8 inches of it with dress
shoes.
But
Did nobody tell him, Ross? Did nobody tell this boy
I mean, they told me.
that he needs boots?
They told me. But I didn't think it was gonna be a snowstorm, a blizzard.
A snowstorm.
A snowstorm. I'll tell you what.
We're on a Godfather kick today.
Yeah. 25th anniversary. 25th, yeah. 45th. Oh, 25th. What am I talking about?
Yeah.
1972.
Yikes.
It's been a little while.
Oh, okay. So my new friend Julius, he said that life is still overly complicated.
That's fair.
That's
fair.
That's really fair. That's valid.
It's a very valid.
Life is overcomplicated.
It is, but it doesn't have to be.
No, but I think it's all the other things that we're saying are overcomplicated that make your general life overcomplicated.
That could make your life
Yes.
generally overcomplicated. Yes.
Yes. It's everything else that feeds into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think some of the things that we're intolerant towards
Ooh,
also
my favorite word.
fall into
Intolerant and inconvenience.
yes, like bad drivers,
Ooh,
like That just makes your life more complicated than it needs to be, right? It's like you didn't expect this fool to like just pull out and boom, car crash. Now your life is more complicated. You gotta deal with insurance companies, maybe hospital bills. Complicated. Bad drivers.
Bad drivers are complicated.
Or crazy pedestrians walking out in the middle of the street.
They wilding out here.
Man, I thought Vegas was bad, but I've already seen some crazy stuff out here. These pedestrians, they got
nerve.
Nerve. That's a better word than what I was thinking. Yeesh.
I know what you were thinking. I stopped you from saying it.
I wasn't gonna. I was trying to think of another word.
Nerve. They got nerve.
They got nerve. These pedestrians.
Nerves of steel. I might be one of them. I've almost been taken out by an RTA a time or two. You know.
RTA?
Yeah. RTA buses don't stop for
nobody. A bus.
Yeah.
They don't stop for nobody.
They don't.
Like Gretchen and Mean Girls, you're just gonna.
Yeah, you're gonna get taken out. Yep.
Oh, done. Okay.
Clocked. Which it really is not safe to run finals week because most of us don't care at that point. If you know. I'm just keeping it real.
Morbid.
I'm just keeping it real. Sorry, that took a dark turn, but it's so true.
Yeah.
That's a joke I make every finals week, though.
Oh. I can't relate because I didn't really go to college, so. But.
That's okay.
I understand.
It's an expensive piece of paper.
It really is.
That I now have to put in almost an even more expensive frame. Literally, I asked my mom, can you buy me a frame for my diploma? And I sent her the price. Well, it's not quite that bad, but for a freaking 8x10 frame, it's a lot of money. I'm like, haven't y'all gotten enough out of me?
Right.
Obviously.
Capitalism. Things that are surprisingly still overcomplicated. Capitalism. Yeah, what else did we have here? So life was a good one. Life was a really good one.
Life was
I think that encompasses just everything.
Yes.
It really does.
It really does.
That's too broad. I like the train of thought.
Yes.
Just too broad.
A little broad. So Andrew says, telling your feelings is a person you like. Still overly complicated. Right.
Passing the note. Here's a song. Here's a song for y'all to look up. What's it called? Back Pocket by Wolfpack.
Never heard of it.
It's literally about this, just passing a note, in 5th grade, 2nd grade, 7th grade.
Whoa! We got phones now in 5th grade.
Right, that blows my mind.
So we send in texts now.
Oh man. I can't even imagine.
Remind me not to be a parent in this day and age.
Right? Oh, goodness.
That's overly complicated.
Yeah, right. Being a parent in
2019.
Hi, 2020.
God bless y'all.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's just making me
anxious. Feel that?
Oh goodness. Goodness gracious.
I'm
just letting that wash over me real quick.
Great balls of fire.
But this song, Back Pocket, Wolfpack, it talks about passing the note to the girl you like. It's a pretty good song. But yeah, still overly complicated, whether it's through text or through a note. FaceTime. In person.
Through a friend.
In person. Now you got some nerve.
You got some nerves. Nerves of steel.
You got some nerves.
But I always say that to me is impressive. If you're gonna shoot your shot in person. Yeah.
Shoot it.
Even if I block it. Ross's face.
That was good. That was just a good enough. Even if I block it.
Even if I LeBron James that.
No, Matumbo. Even if you Matumbo that.
Oh, okay.
No.
Not today.
Not in my house.
Even if I do that, I just have more respect for you as a person that you even had the guts to, do that.
The gall.
Yeah.
It's our thing.
It's the hashtag.
Protect thy gullet.
We'll get to that at the end of this, but yeah. And then what did we talk? Oh, the printer to laptop connection. Going back to technology.
Yeah.
I have an HP laptop and I have an HP printer.
Right.
Can I just say I've been through 500 HP printers since the start of my college career, and they just keep not working at various times. But the point is every time I try to print from the laptop to the printer, it's no connection. And I'm like, it's HP to HP on Wi-Fi. How much simpler can this get?
Right. That's just unacceptable.
And if my window's opened, I would have thrown it out by now.
Just right out the window.
Right out the window.
How many stories up are you?
I'm up 6.
6 stories. So it's gonna do some damage. That's gonna do some damage to your pedestrian.
Will pay.
Or the sidewalk.
No.
It'll pay with its life.
There's like a little alley thing.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think no one really walks there.
Right.
Because like it's under construction.
You gotta give it at least a look. You know,
yeah. I'm not trying to harm a person. I'm just trying to harm the printer.
Yeah, it deserves to die. Like my phone.
It does.
My phone deserves to die. That's a whole nother podcast.
Right, phone. That's a whole nother. Just pray over it. We don't. Just take it to the Lord, because
I just thought of this. This is an audible, but you know another thing that is surprisingly still overcomplicated. If you make a page on Facebook, changing your page name.
Oh my gosh.
On Facebook. Can we just pause the video real quick? I'm gonna grab my laptop. I'm gonna read this email really quick. All right, you're not even ready for this. Not even ready.
I'm not. I have no idea what he's about to do.
So
Ryan has taken over.
I had a page on Facebook. I won't even shameless plug. I don't care.
You can plug.
No, it's all good.
This is plug all the way.
Plug. So I had this page on Facebook, okay, and I was like, you know what? I'm changing the name. Cool. Put in change name and then get an email from Facebook. Oh, this goes against our guidelines. You can't change your name because it's against our policies and guidelines, and it's misleading to your followers and your customers. I'm just like, what? Okay, whatever. And it said appeal. Okay, hit appeal. Got another email. Denied. Can't change name because XYZ. That's okay. But it gave me, they said, here, let me pull it up.
This is crazy.
Oh, it gets crazy.
Facebook's like out here like wilding now because everyone's like, Russia can't be involved in the election. Mm-hmm. You're taking our privacy, and now they won't even let you change a page name.
A page name. This is the email. Hi, Ryan. We're unable to update your page's name because the requested name goes against our guidelines. The name? It's the name of my company, Rion Heart Music. That's, it's not like it's like Death to America
offended.
Or like, All Hail Hitler or something. It's literally just Rion Heart Music. I mean, I could understand if it was, something else. Okay, if you're requesting this name change for a rebrand, that's what it was.
That's what you do it for.
Please reply to this message and include a document that shows the new name of your business. Okay. Examples of appropriate documentation include a press release or news article about the rebranding, a link to your official website that states the change. So a link to your official website that states the change. Oh, okay, cool. I have that. I just launched my new website. I send them this link. They reply, Hi Ryan, we're unable to update your page's name because the requested name goes against our guidelines. Wait, this is the same email.
No, don't put it on the cockroach.
Oh, it's not. But thanks. I cannot believe how overly complicated. Oh wait, I gotta read my response. Hold on, I had the best response.
This is making me so angry inside.
I responded, this is absolutely unacceptable and more complicated than necessary. You've lost my business. Mm-hmm.
Take that, Facebook.
Things that are still surprisingly overcomplicated. Changing your Facebook page name? Come on.
I remember we did that when I was still at the College of Business, and it took weeks for it to go. Like, you can change your @ name.
Right. That was instant. I was like, oh, cool.
Yeah, it's
perfect.
Instant. But the name, forever. It takes forever.
Who knows why? It's misleading to our customers. If they want to unfollow, unfollow.
It's like that meme where it's like, what? Surprisingly overcomplicated. Do you notice how a lot of these have to do with technology and social media? Because as my wise mother always says, it's only good when it works.
Yeah.
As soon as something goes wrong and it doesn't work, then your life, you get like this and you're ripping your hair out.
Yeah.
Because it's overly complicated.
Surprisingly, still overcomplicated.
I have another one.
Oh, I thought it was a high
Oh,
five.
I mean, we can have that too. I was like raising my hand, like testify, like I got
Testify.
another one. Testify. I got another one.
Sure.
On the subject of technology. Now,
Shoot.
this is not to be offensive to anybody.
Okay.
We all know what I'm saying is true.
We do.
When I call a customer service helpline
Ooh.
and I cannot understand the people on the other end of the phone.
Everybody should have a job. But if you're gonna have a job in communication,
I need to be able
especially-
to communicate with you.
especially customer service,
Service.
where you are serving and the goal of customer service is to delight the customer.
Ah!
I'm not delighted to talk to someone that I can't understand. It's no offense to them.
No.
They deserve a job. They deserve a job.
job.
All power to them.
Yes.
However, if I can't understand what
Yes.
you're saying and I'm already angry,
Yes.
only gonna make me
Increase
more
my
mad.
anger.
You gotta hire people that you can understand. It's unfortunate. But to one up that, when there isn't even an option to talk to a person and it's only a robot. Get this. This is
I don't want your automated services.
right. I don't need no robot, but get this one. This one. If you haven't called Apple for something in a minute, call Apple.
I don't have an Apple.
Get this. I was calling Apple for something and it was an automated thing. And it's talking to me. It's a little bit more lifelike, and so that was already creepy. But then all of a sudden it said, "Give me one moment," and then there was typing. I was like, "It was the scariest,
Terminator.
creepiest,
Is
Skynet-iest
coming true.
thing I've ever seen or heard." I guess I was heard, but man, that was creepy. So yeah,
I don't
definitely-
like that.
No.
I don't like that.
At
But
all.
I don't like either. So like I'm all for, like, I understand that they are trying to get you to the proper place to go,
Right.
depending on
Right.
your situation.
Of
So
course.
they're like, these are our options. Please press this button. I'm all for that.
Yeah, that's fine.
That is totally fine. But I am not typing in my account number, social security number, this number, that number,
Date of birth.
into the phone, just like when I am not even to the person yet. Like if you really need that, once I'm talking to someone, I'll give it to you.
Right.
But like, I'm not putting that in to get to you. I remember I had to do this freaking like OPERS tax thing because like Cleveland State is like a public, or government owned, operated. So they have like the government retirement thing, and like I wasn't a student in the summer, so like money went to, it's like this whole big freaking thing. I have money sitting there that like I don't even know how to get out if I wanted it. And I could not even pick a plan. I just ended up going with the default plan I was already on, because in order to pick a plan, I had to like type in my social security number. And I was like,
No.
I'm not even talking to a person.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Scary.
And I don't like when you have, my mom is always like, oh, press zero for like operator. And honestly, sometimes that does work. Like
Oh,
if
it
you
does.
hit zero a couple times, depending on the company,
Right.
it will be like, okay, connecting you to like an assistant.
I'm surprised that still works.
Yeah, but other times you just hit zero, it does nothing.
Yeah.
And like there is literally no way to get to an operator or like a person to talk to.
That's crazy.
Yeah, still overly complicated.
Surprisingly,
Still,
overcomplicated.
yes. Never ceases to amaze me.
Yikes. This world we live in,
In this world, people is crazy.
too crazy.
Too crazy.
Is that
Is that all we have?
all we got?
Is that all we have for overcome? I'm sure there's more.
There's plenty more.
This is a list
This-
a couple days in the making.
Right. We literally made this list in 2-3 days.
And I said, this sounds like a podcast topic.
Boom!
Boom.
That was a lot, but there's still more. Let us know what you think
Yes.
is still surprisingly overcomplicated.
Yes. Let us know. We might have to do a part 2.
Part 2.
If y'all give us enough options.
Right.
We do part 2.
We'll do part 2. We'll do part 3, 4, 5, and 6. This will be a double trilogy. Triple trilogy? A trilogy. 9. Part 9.
Trilogy squared.
Trilogy cubed.
Cubed. Cubed trilogy.
Yes. Yeah. How about that?
We'll be like Star Wars.
Yes! Yes.
Ryan loves anything baseball and Star Wars related.
That's it. That's all you need to know.
That's all you need to know.
May the force be with you. Always.
Always. Well, I was glad that I could bring you on.
Yeah.
So now everyone can have
fun.
a face to the voice of Little Talks with Big Nikki.
Hey, this is Little Talks with Big Nikki, y'all. That's me.
And if you need any voiceover stuff done, this is your dude.
This is me.
That's him.
Ask me up.
You need piano lessons.
That's me.
This is your dude. You need film something shot on a video camera.
Or edited. Therefore after.
Yes. Before, during, after. All Streams Media Marketing.
Boom. That's
Dropping it.
dropping it in the info down below.
I don't know if there is info down below in the podcast.
Not in the podcast, but in YouTube
But
world.
in YouTube, it'll be there. What are we linking them to though? Do we have a website?
Sure do.
We do?
As far as I know.
We have a website.
Maybe we don't. But I'm
We
pretty
have
sure
a
we do.
website? Ross is like, of course.
Duh. What do you think? This
What
is
a-
child's play?
What a dumb question. But if y'all have made it through this podcast, vlog, whatever you're streaming this on, we appreciate you.
Yes,
And we want to know. So you're going to go to Ryan's Instagram, which tell him your Instagram name.
Just Ryan R. Ryan spelled like lion. R-I-O-N _R.
RION_R.
That's right.
Instagram. And we want you to tag me. My name is Nicole_Merlino14.
Boom.
And if you don't follow me, you should follow me. But we want you to go on his most recent post and do #protect thy gullet.
Protect thy gullet.
Thy, not the thy.
Thy.
Gullet.
Protect.
Yeah, protect it. Don't choke. No hazards out there.
No hazards. No choking hazards.
Nope.
No gullet hazards.
Nope. You gotta protect it
Protect thy gullet
at all costs.
at
It's
all
important.
costs.
All right, y'all. So I think that wraps it up for, what were we calling this one?
Things
Oh.
that are surprisingly still overcome.
Yes. Part of like a new like little spin-off series that I kind of like. Little Rants with Big Nikki.
Oh yeah, little rants with Big Nikki, y'all.
I like it. I like it. So more to come, I'm sure. We'll
Yes.
have more little rants with Big Nikki.
Maybe I'll be a part of them. Maybe I won't.
Maybe you'll see Ryan again.
Maybe you won't.
But in the meantime, make sure you are following this podcast. We are on Spotify, iHeartRadio, supposedly Alexa.
Still haven't figured that one out.
It says on there, but I can't get her to work. But she hates me.
Alexa's not very nice.
Alexa's out for me. She doesn't listen to me.
Technology, things that are
Still
still
overly complicated.
overcomplicated.
Can't get my podcast on Alexa. What the heck?
Podcastception.
What the heck, y'all?
That's-
But we'll see you. Subscribe to me on YouTube. Social media coming up on your screen now. And y'all have a great week. Catch you next time. Peace out.